Tri-state area governors are not taking any chances as coronavirus cases rise daily across the country. The governors announced travel restrictions for visitors from 9 states.
This includes a mandatory 2-week quarantine if you're traveling to any part of the tri-state area. CBS 2's John Diaz joins us live from LaGuardia this morning with more. John?
Good morning, Chris and Mary. And that new rule started at midnight. Governor Andrew Cuomo is saying that, the tri-state area has worked endlessly in order to make sure that COVID-19 infection rate went down, and he does not want to risk seeing another spike.
This morning, a new travel ban in effect for the tri-state area. The novel tough line on people coming here from certain states surging with coronavirus is drawing mixed reactions.
I think it's an excellent idea.
I think it's a good idea.
No, I don't think at this point in the game I don't think it's worth it.
Yesterday, New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut issued travel advisories requiring visitors from 9 states, including Florida, North Carolina, and Texas, to self-quarantine for 14 days.
You go to a business meeting and somebody says, "Didn't you just come from Florida? Aren't you from Florida?" "Yes, I am." And they drop an email or make a phone call. Now you have an issue. You get pulled over by a police officer. "Oh, you're a Florida license. When did you get here?" Can't lie because he can look it up. The Port Authority has all the records.
The new quarantine rule may prove to be problematic for many since it requires all individuals to self-isolate, including residents of the tri-state area returning back from trips to those states. Overnight, AAA releasing a study forecasting Americans will take 700 million trips this summer, down nearly 15% compared to last year. And the COVID crisis has led to a major shift in where formerly #1 destination Orlando, Florida, has slipped to #8, replaced by Denver, Colorado. Florida reported a record number of coronavirus cases Wednesday. Texas has also seen a surge. Things are dire in Houston. The city's ICU beds are at 97% capacity. But the travel advisory doesn't include the nation's largest state, California, which yesterday reported its largest single-day rise. The governor there says he might reverse the state's reopening.
We begin to reopen our households, and we begin to go back to our old ways and our old habits. A consequence is we are spreading this virus.
New York's numbers have steadily declined, but Governor Cuomo says if people get the virus somewhere else, they can bring it here. And in New York, you risk a $10,000 fine if you don't quarantine.
You violate the quarantine, you will then have to do mandatory quarantine, and you'll be fined.
New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut will be responsible for enforcing its travel advisories, but Governor Cuomo admits it will operate on an honor system.
You could argue that every law is the honor system until you get caught, right? You can speed in a car until you get caught, and then you get penalized.
And we are told the new rule may apply to even more states in the coming future. New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, all 3 states will be updating their websites with that list, whether it grows or whether it shrinks. We're live this morning from LaGuardia Airport. John Diaz, CBS 2 News.
John, thank you.